Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis of the 2018 Week 6 NFL matchup, which pits the Kansas City Chiefs against the New England Patriots. Now, in this game, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. Real competitive battle. I see this as, I know a lot of people are really gung-ho on Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. They are 5-0 right now, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sure there's a number of people that think they're going to beat New England, and I would understand why. The thing about this in this game, though, I think a lot of this has to do with the retribution factor. The fact that New England, they did everything but got plastered by the Chiefs last season. And and the Chiefs can be notorious to some degree to starting off really hot and then they start to struggle during the midseason. I think there's some people too, like myself, are wondering if this is just a flash in the pan from the Chiefs, or are they going to be consistently good for the rest of the season? Another thing too is that the Chiefs, despite having a phenomenal offense, one of the best offenses in the National Football League right now, is that their defense, whether it's their pass defense or what have you, and what their in points they're giving up, that is what is suspect right now. And I think the thing you have to look at too is, let's say, for example, the Chiefs were to come out and emerge victorious in this matchup. Well, that would put the Chiefs at 6-0, and New England would be 3-3. They would be 3 games back of the Chiefs already for the number 1 seed and home field advantage in the AFC in that conference. So I think when you look at it like that, the Patriots have a little bit more urgency right now, I think, than the Chiefs. I think this game is much more significant for the Patriots than it is for the Kansas City Chiefs at this point in time. It doesn't mean that Kansas City can't win or they don't have the personnel to do it. Right now, understand, the Patriots, with Tom Brady at quarterback, skills, there's a chance they could be declining, deteriorating a little bit, but he does have basically his main offensive arsenal, the proponents that will help him win this game, I believe, with Edelman, and you're talking about Gronkowski. So I don't think there should be a problem on the offensive end, and the Patriots have also looked much better at least better on defense over the past 2 games. I think they're starting to gel right now, playing cohesively. This will be at home for the Patriots, and in this season, of course, they have been a much different team at home than they have been on the road. But I think in this particular matchup, I think it's more about what the Patriots are going to have to do, and they're just more. I want to say there's more motivation or more incentive for the Patriots, but I think there's more reasons for them where they need this victory more so than Kansas City. Kansas City, if they lose this game, they go to 5-1. They're still. They'll likely be. They'll be tied for the number 1 spot in the AFC, or they're not going to really relinquish much in terms of their positioning overall in that conference. But the Patriots do lose. They fall to 3-3. They could be seen as a mediocre team by people, even though it's just 6 games. And I think they just want to avoid falling 3 games back, actually, of the Chiefs as far as the number 1 spot in the AFC. And that would mean that the Patriots would have to go to Kansas City in the postseason if the Chiefs would be able to maintain that lead over the Patriots, and they would have a good chance of doing so if they're up on the Patriots by 3 games after 6 games of only 6 games that have been played. So for those reasons, and also Patrick Mahomes, he had started. I'm not saying he was bad over the last 2 games, but as far as his touchdown passes go, he seemed like he was much, more effective. He did more as far as his touchdown passes go, as far as what he was averaging per game in the first 3 games, as opposed to the last 2. The touchdowns have declined a little bit as far as what he's averaged per game, and we're going to see now what's going to happen in this one, because this is going to be a very strong barometer game for both these teams. I think even though it's only the 6th game for both these NFL teams, I think we're going to have a better conception idea where these teams are in the league. If Kansas City does go into New England and they emerge victorious and win that game, and they go to 6-0 despite a perhaps a little maligned defense, they could still be seen as one of these best teams in the NFL at 6-0. The Rams will likely win their game. They're probably going to go to 6-0 after this week as well, and you'll hear the continual talk about those two teams, maybe speculating on them perhaps meeting in the Super Bowl. But and you figure if the Patriots do win this, then they go to 4-2. Chiefs are 5-1. We're looking at the Chiefs and the Patriots, right? Fairly comparable in terms of where they're going to be in the AFC. So this is going to be, this game, though it's relatively early in the season, I see this as it's a very significant game right now for these two clubs. I do like the Patriots as far as their urgency, especially in this particular one and being at New England. So I'm going to take the Patriots this one in a tight game at home. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment. And until next time, people, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.